I'm Peter Brown, and you're watching Futbol Miami TV's local news. We are in Coral Gables at Mostech, which is the headquarters for your Inter Miami. It is Expansion Draft Day, Expansion Draft Night, where Inter Miami will select 5 players. Paul McDonough is hard at work. We're going to get to hear who those players are tonight. We're here with all 3 supporters groups, Southern Legion, Siege, and Vice City, making a lot of noise right outside the window while McDonough and group tries to work hard and make some tough decisions. Who they're going to pick, we'll find out tonight. Fans are all gathered right outside the window of where the picks are going to happen. We've got Paul McDonough, Nicky Butelich, and Kurt Schmitz in here ready to make the decision. Jorge Mas is in the building as well as they get ready to make their 5 picks for the expansion draft. Paul McDonough and his gang are so cool, calm, and collected, you cannot tell they have already made their first pick. So Inter Miami in their first draft pick, they selected Ben Sweat, defender Ben Sweat from New York City FC. Can't tell, they're so calm. Paul McDonough just made the second pick, now sitting down, relaxing, having a good laugh after picking Jamaican international Alvis Howell from FC Cincinnati. That is a name that nobody saw coming. What a surprise by that. We were talking in the live show. That was a name that nobody discussed. Let's see what happens with him. And as we peer in the window, Paul's getting ready to make his 3rd pick. 3rd pick is in, and they pick Lee Gwynn. That is an outstanding pick. High salary cap. We know he makes a little over $500,000. But steady MLS midfielder. Paul McDonough's going for experience there from LASC. Hey, they left him exposed, so we took him. Paul McDonough looking happy with his pick so far. With a 4th pick, they picked up Luis Argudo from Columbus Crew. Midfielder, Latin roots, keeping his Spanish here in South Florida. He'll have no problem communicating with the rest of the team. So far, we've got 2 defenders and 2 midfielders. These guys look happy with their picks. Well, it's all done here with their 5th and final pick. They picked Brian Meredith from Seattle. He's only had 1 career start in the MLS from what I believe. So really, we don't know what we're going to get with him. So it's all done tonight. 5 picks. Let's see what happens with these picks. Do they keep them? Do they sell them? We'll find out.
Miami, welcome to Jay Chapman. Let's hear it for Jay Chapman. Up next, acquired from FC Cincinnati. Please give a Miami welcome to Victor Ulloa. Victor Ulloa. From El Paso Locomotive in the USL Championship, Jerome Kiesewetter. Won a couple of caps for the U.S. national team, Kiesewetter. And finally, the first local signing from Miami, of Inter Miami, George Acosta. George Acosta, he's one of our own. We are now going to learn a bit more about tonight's expansion draft. Joining us on the stage is the Inter Miami Sporting Director, Paul McDonough. Give him a round of applause. Paul, 5 more players added tonight. What was the strategy heading into this expansion draft?
Yeah, I mean, we wanted to, we started signing young players early. Last trade window, and today we really want to come out with some MLS experience.
And let's talk about the individual players. So start first with Ben Sweat, the left back from NYCFC, Alvis Powell from FC Cincinnati, Lee Wynn, who's an MLS veteran, has been a top performer in this league, Luis Argudo from Columbus, Brian Meredith from Seattle. Just a bit on each player.
Yeah, so it's no secret we've come out very openly and said we're gonna put a lot of money into the attack. We know that with young attacking players, we're going to need experience behind them. With some of the guys we've already signed, and then with Ben Sweat, he's a Florida kid, played at USF. We went back long and hard about it, but finding a good quality left back from America is not easy.
Yeah.
So he really rose on our board as someone that we wanted to get because we thought left back starting and building the foundation of the back was important. Second, we went with Alvis Powell, Jamaican international, super athletic. One of the things that was important to us when we were talking about it, we want to really push the tempo, we want to push the attack. But we do know that with a young team, we're going to turn the ball over sometimes. Alvis can run with most.
He's got that recovery speed.
Yeah, he's got a lot of recovery speed. So that was important for us. And he played in Portland, been part of a really good project in Portland, played in some MLS Cups, so he brought some experience. Next was Lee. I've known Lee for a long time, and I think he's a super, super talented guy. He was a leader in New England. He was captain of the team. What I really liked about Lee over the last 2 years, he went to the expansion process in LAFC, but Bob asked him to do things that he wasn't normally used to doing. So he went and he worked deeper in the field, and I thought that was super important for us because Lee, I think, will come and he's going to play really well with some of the guys we have. Argudo was someone that, when you're looking through the board and you're looking at the salary cap and things, for the money that he's on and the versatility that he brings, it was something that really stuck out to us. And it was funny, of all the guys we picked, Argudo was the guy that most teams in the league called around and asking to trade for. So that was important. And then Meredith, we don't have any goalkeepers now. We do need goalkeepers. But he's been part of the Seattle project, and it's just important to get that experience.
So the squad's up to 14 players now. It starts to feel more real. I think these fans have been waiting a long time for what this is going to look like. How much has it been to your vision so far? How much is the vision being implemented?
Yeah, I think it's really good. I'm really, really happy with the guys that we got last week. Tonight we also acquired the number 3 pick in the Super Draft, so we have the 1 and the 3. We've got 7 more international players to sign. We're going to be number 1 in the entry draft. We worked that out in Victor's trade, so we know that we're going to get an experienced player there. We're going to have 2 free agents. So I think as we get going, I'm pretty happy with where we are.
And a lot of the fans are new to MLS because they support the other clubs or because Miami. So these roster mechanisms are a bit confounding, but ultimately you feel like you're trying to pursue value wherever it is you can get it.
Yeah, I mean we're trying to just look at the rules in the league and try best to use them to maximize the roster. Building an expansion team is hard to get depth, but I think with what we've done, we've been able to get depth.
Now, we saw the 4 players that came up. George Acosta is one of them, local kid. How much is bringing through the academy? We've seen the academy already start to play local products so that Miami is represented on the field. How important is that to the club?
No, it's very important. We've been very vocal about we just want to make this about Miami kids in the academy. As we're moving forward, we don't want to rush them. I think expansion clubs have a tendency to rush young players. So we want to really push them. We may see more academy kids cut their teeth in the USL before coming to the first team.
And let's talk about the big ticket items. So first off, designated players. You mentioned international spots. You got big money. Where are you guys at right now on bringing in the ones that are in the newspapers, the ones that are driving the European rumors right now? Are those coming soon?
Yeah, not all of them in the newspaper. We are negotiating with clubs and with players at the moment, so we're going back and forth. So, they're under contract with other teams, and if the teams are playing in major tournaments, it's hard to get them. So we're just negotiating for the right times for the club.
These guys are just brilliant. Absolutely fantastic support.
Trying to round us up.
We need to hear this important chat. All right, and last one, the coach. I think a lot of people are really excited to see who ultimately will lead this team out and implement the style that you guys have in mind. How far away are we?
We're close.
Profound answer. Paul McDonough, the sporting director, is doing a brilliant job building this team together. Let's give him a round of applause.
The draft is finished.
It's over. We got players.
We got 5 guys.
Yes.
And these are 5 guys that they say they're going to keep.
I don't know. I think they're going to trade a couple of them, but we'll see.
I don't know. They just interviewed Paul McDonough. Paul McDonough sounded like he wanted to keep those players. Nashville was busy making trades, but let's go through that list one last time.
Well, the first pick was Ben Sweat. Sorry, I got to look at my notes because I could barely remember my name. They had Heineken here.
Well, also the crazy thing here, guys, is we're here, but we still have to look at Twitter to see who the team picked because it was so loud and exciting to be here.
Background.
So everybody was excited. We got a defender, Ben Sweat. He's got national team experience. Who else?
Good player. We got Elvis Powell, who
Jamaican international.
Okay,
I know that.
We know that.
Elvis Powell. Don't know a whole lot about him, but
he's a player. That's all we know.
He's
so
also
hopefully he's a good player.
He's also a defender.
Okay. Well, that's good.
We need defense.
We need defense. And we got Lee Gwynn.
Lee Gwynn is somebody we talked about.
I talked about him.
I think I talked about him.
No, I talked about him. Whatever, we got him. That's what's important.
I was right. We got him.
We got him.
But, he comes at a price. But like Paul McDonough said, they need experience. He's somebody that can start in the league. Something that Paul said that he was impressed about is that when he was in LA, he was asked to do some more defensive work, and he was willing to do that. So this is a player that's willing to do what the coach asks and do whatever he needs to do.
He'll play anywhere. That's good. We need players like that. So we got Luis Argudo. You got to know who he is, Peter. Come on.
No, he's from the Columbus Crew, I believe. He's a midfielder, and I'm losing my voice because I'm yelling over the noise.
We've been yelling a lot today, so got to forgive the guy for yelling so much.
Young player, Paul McDonough said of all the players, he was the one that were getting called the most for trades.
Oh, wow.
So people, the MLS teams know something we don't. Young guy, and again, a midfielder.
And we got Brian Meredith.
Brian Meredith, goalkeeper from Seattle. He's only had 1 MLS start. He's a career backup, 30 years old. He's going to get his chance to fight for a starting position.
He might be our starting goalkeeper.
Could be. He's our only goalkeeper. The other goalkeeper we have is just rights.
Right.
The rights to a homegrown keeper. So that's somebody for the future. But he is our only keeper right now. Obviously, we'll get another 1 or 2. Right, so he may or may not be the starting keeper, but he's going to have a chance to fight for a starting spot, a new beginning here in South Florida.
So we're looking good, guys. We've got a team now. They mentioned a coach.
Yeah, they talked about something that Jorge Mas said in the MLS interview. You guys may have already seen it. Is that they already have somebody in mind, and they're in talks with him. And this coach had some input on the players tonight. Who could that be?
I don't know. So they're talking. That's good because I was afraid they didn't have that. They do. So we're good.
They say they got him. It must be playing. So maybe it's Gallardo like everybody wants.
I think I'm going to have to wrap it up, Peter.
All right, it's getting loud again.
The crazies are here.
Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. And